Hello, friends, and welcome to Flow Friday. This week, we're going to focus on hip openers and awakening and stretching out our hips, opening our hips from any hip tightness that we may be experiencing. I invite you to come to your practice today with an open mind and open heart and be ready to stretch and be ready to open your body. I would also recommend having a block or a blanket ready by your side just in case you are needing it for any of the modifications that I will offer. So we'll go ahead and begin and dive on in. So begin in a seated cross-legged position, slowly breathing, inhaling and exhaling, relaxing our body. A few different options for a seated position. You can begin by bringing your left leg over your right or your right over your left. This is a more advanced position, so if this is not comfortable for you, please do not force your body, in which case release it into a regular seated position. Keeping a nice and elongated spine, pulling from the crown of your head, relaxing your shoulders, and just relax. Feeling your breath, being connected with your body. Slowly begin to come into a butterfly pose, bringing the soles of your feet to meet with one another. I personally like to wrap my hands around my feet as this allows me to strengthen my thighs and repel them against one another, pushing them further towards the earth, allowing the stretch to become as deep as possible. You can also play around with the neck stretch here by reaching your chin in towards your chest. And inhale, and now you can reach your head towards the back of the room. And if you like, you can repeat this if it feels good. This will loosen up any tension in the neck and the shoulders. You can also just sit still. There's no further action needed here. If you want to get the sides of your neck, you can rotate from the left and the right, reaching your ear towards your shoulder, alternating sides, whatever feels good in your body, whatever your body's needing in this moment. And when you're ready, slowly begin to release out of the pose, releasing your hands, your arms, your legs, coming over to the side into what will appear as tabletop position. However, we're going to go ahead and get comfortable into a child's pose, bringing our big toes to meet with one another, our knees split off to either side of the mat. When you're ready, begin to walk your hands slowly out in front of you, releasing your belly in between your inner thighs. This is an awesome stretch for hip opening. This is an awesome warm-up pose as well. If necessary, you can put a blanket or a block right underneath your tush, as this will allow more support. Just sit here for a moment and just breathe. If you're looking for a deeper stretch here, you can proceed to come into frog by extending your feet out to align with your knees. So in other words, the heels of your feet will be perfectly aligned with your knees. Now, if this feels good, but maybe you need a little bit more support, feel free to come onto your forearms. You can lay flat on your palms. You can come into a fist. And if this feels great and you want a little bit more, you can extend your legs out just a little further. And on the other hand, if this is simply not your pose, that's totally okay. You can come back into child's pose and just simply be in this position. Again, always listening to and honoring our bodies and meeting our bodies where they're at. And when you're ready, slowly begin to walk your hands up back towards your body. Slowly, slowly, coming into tabletop position. And exhale and release yourself into downward facing dog. Now you can either stay here or you can find soft and subtle movement in your calves and your hamstrings by slowly pedaling out your feet. Whatever feels good for your body in this moment. And whenever you're ready, walk or jump your feet to meet with your hands, taking a micro bend in your knees, bringing your chest towards your thighs, coming into a forward fold. Inhale and look forward into a flat back. Exhale and release. And we're going to slowly and actively rise, straightening out our legs, rising vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing our head to come up last. Hiking our shoulders up towards our ears, opening our heart. Inhale, swooping our arms off to the side of our body. Exhale, releasing heart center. Coming into mountain pose, keeping the soles of our feet firmly planted into the earth. Kneecaps are lifted in towards our thighs, core is tight, palms pressed firmly against one another, activating our entire body. And slowly begin to come to the top of your mat. Coming into Warrior One, begin to extend your left leg directly behind you, ensuring the arch or the heel of your left foot is aligned with the heel in your right foot. Inhale, sweeping your arms directly overhead. You want to keep your shoulders relaxed, your palms are facing one another, and your gaze is directly in front of you. Coming into Warrior Two, begin to rotate your body off towards the left, reaching your arms all the way off to the sides of your body, finding alignment all the way through your arms. Gaze is just right off of your right fingertips. Inhale, coming back into Warrior One. And we're going to find a crescent lunge here. Taking a micro bend in our backs and cactusing our arms, our heart is shining towards the ceiling. Slowly begin to release down, releasing your back left knee, coming into a low lunge. You can interlace your fingers and place your hands on the top of your right knee and find a dip in your left thigh. And now coming into lizard pose. Slowly push your right leg off to the right. You'll feel this in your hamstrings. Go only as far as your body will allow. Do not force your leg out too far if this is not comfortable for you. Slowly begin to come to center, bringing your left leg in to meet with your right. Inhale, look forward into a flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping your arms off to the side of your body. And now coming into Warrior One on the opposite side by extending your right leg directly behind you, sweeping your arms off to the side of your body, palms face one another, fingers are widespread, shoulders are relaxed. Finding alignment in your heels or your left heel being aligned with the arch in your right foot. Coming into Warrior Two, begin to rotate your body off towards your right, extending your arms directly out. Finding alignment through your arms, gaze is now off of your left fingertips. Inhale, coming back into Warrior One. And we're going to slowly find a micro bend in our backs and cactus our arms. Gaze is towards the ceiling, opening our heart forward. Slowly begin to bring your palms to meet with the earth. Lower your back right knee, coming into a low lunge. Interlacing our fingers, bringing our hands to the top of our left knee, finding a dip in our right thigh. And now coming into lizard on the opposite side. Bringing your right palm towards the earth and slowly pushing your left thigh off to the left side. Again, going only as far out as your body feels comfortable. If your body is screaming at you, then you might want to be a little more moderate. Inhale, come back to center. Lifting off your back right leg, bringing your right leg in to meet with your left. Inhale, look forward into a flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms off to the side of your body. Begin to extend your legs off to either side of your mat. We're going to come into star. Following your legs, begin to extend your arms all the way out, reaching all the way through your fingertips, engaging your core. And when you're ready, slowly begin to release over towards the right, coming into triangle, allowing your right palm to either meet with your right shin, your right calf, or meeting flat with the earth. Whatever feels best for your body in this moment. Doing your best to keep alignment through your arms and keep your hips squared out. And when you're ready, slowly inhale, coming back to star, and begin to slowly reach towards the opposite side. Now coming onto the left, keeping your left palm on your shin, your ankle, or the earth. Finding alignment through your arms, squaring out your hips. Slowly begin to rise, coming back into star. Bring your palms to meet heart center. Slowly begin to forward fold. Now in this pose, you can really play around and see what works for your body's comfort level. You can stay lifted onto your palms. You can reach your arms, your hands, all the way through your legs. You can come onto your forearms if that's what feels good for you. Play around a little bit and see what your body responds to. You can reach for your right ankle, twisting at your spine. You can reach for your left ankle instead. You can even reach for both ankles, finding a full dip here, resting onto the crown of your head. Slowly begin to rise, coming back into star. Bringing your feet slightly inward, we're going to come into goddess pose, bringing our palms heart center and dipping as if we were going to take a squat. You can sway from side to side as this does ease the burn in the hips a little bit. A good burn. You can get a little deeper if you really want to go for the gold. Or you can just stay right where you are. Stay as high or as low as you'd like. Pivot your feet in slightly, a little more. And dip all the way into a full squat. Bringing your arms onto the inside of your legs. Pressing your thighs away from one another. If you want to get fancy, you can come onto your tippy toes, find a good balance. And if you don't, then you won't. You can release back onto the soles of your feet. Inhale as you rise, finding a forward fold here. Inhale, looking forward into a flat back. Exhale and release. Now coming into downward facing dog. Slowly begin to bend your right knee and bring your right knee all the way through, coming into pigeon pose. It might be really ideal to put a folded blanket underneath your tush or a block for more support and comfort. Finding alignment in your spine here. And when you're ready, walk your hands out in front of you and release your head down to the earth. You can either stay lifted into this pose. You can also come into a figure 4 lying on the ground as a modification for this pose. Slowly begin to walk your hands up, releasing your prop if you have one. Inhale, pressing your body up, coming back into downward facing dog. And now for the opposite side, bringing your left knee through. Show you what that blanket looks like on the opposite side. Much more support there. And again, if you do not need it, then you do not have to have it. But if you like it there, then that is certainly an option and you will reap the exact same benefits, I promise. When you're ready, begin to release your head forward, or you can stay lifted, or if it's within your practice, you can come onto your back and find a figure 4. And when you're ready, slowly begin to rise, lifting out of the pose, extending our left leg back, coming back into a downward facing dog. We're going to slowly release onto our knees, swifting our body off towards the right, extending your right leg out, allowing your left foot to plant firmly into your right thigh, lifting the fleshy parts from underneath you, flexing your right toes pointed towards your body. We're going to keep a nice and tall spine and inhale our arms overhead. Leading with our hearts, we're going to release towards our right thigh. We can touch our toes, we can touch our shin, or we can simply plant our fingers onto the earth. Whatever is most comfortable for your body and whatever will allow you to maintain a nice and elongated spine without concaving your back in too much. And when you're ready, slowly begin to inhale and rise, walking your hands back up towards your body, and simply begin to switch sides. Now extending out your left leg, bringing the sole of your right foot planted firmly into your left thigh, lifting the fleshy parts from underneath you, flexing your left toes pointed towards your body. Inhale your arms, exhale, release, again leading with your heart. Keeping a nice and elongated spine. Same exact thing on this side. You can reach for your toes, your shin. You can simply just plant your fingers on the earth. Whatever is most comfortable for you in this position. Honoring and listening to our bodies at all points in time, never forcing. And now we'll begin to extend the right leg out to meet with the left. Flexing our toes pointed towards our body, lifting all the flesh, pulling from our spine, shoulders are relaxed. Begin to face our right leg, same exact thing. Inhale, sweeping our arms towards our body, exhale and release towards our right leg, leading with our heart, keeping a nice and elongated spine. Again, going only as far as your body will allow. Inhale and rise. Slowly begin to come to center, walking your hands out directly in front of you, coming onto your forearms for more support. Or if it's within your practice, begin to walk your hands out in front of you, keeping a nice and elongated spine and allowing your head to release last. Inhale and slowly begin to rise, walking your hands back up towards your body, and now facing your left leg. Inhale, sweeping our arms off to the side of our body. Exhale and release towards our left leg. Nice and elongated spine coming onto our toes, our shin, or the earth. Inhale, slowly begin to rise, walking our hands back up towards our body, bringing our legs to meet with one another. We're going to go ahead and begin to lay on our backs slowly, coming into a laying down figure 4 pose. We'll begin with the right side, keeping the sole of the left foot planted onto the earth. Bring your right leg up and bring the outside of your right ankle to rest onto your left thigh. Wrap your hands around the back of your left thigh and slowly pull your left thigh in towards your chest. You can extend your left leg or you can simply keep it bent. You're definitely going to feel this stretch in your right hamstrings. This is the alternative option for pigeon as an FYI. slowly begin to release your left leg and allow the right to follow. And now begin to bring your left leg over the right, allowing your left ankle to rest onto your right thigh, wrapping your hands behind your right thighs, pulling your right thigh in towards your chest. Again, you can extend your right leg fully, or you can simply keep it bent, whatever is best for your body in this moment. And slowly begin to release your right leg down, allowing the left to follow. Coming into happy baby, we're going to hook our big toes with our index fingers, extending our legs off to the side of our body. You can also grab the inside of your feet or the outside, whatever is most comfortable for you here. You can slowly sway from side to side. You can extend one leg as you go towards that direction. You can simply sit still in this pose, whatever is most comfortable for you. And when you're ready, slowly begin to release, allowing your soles to meet with the earth, slowly extending your legs out in front of you, coming into Savasana. And just sit here for a moment. When you're ready, extend your left arm overhead, coming over onto your left side, pressing your right palm firmly into the earth to assist you into a seated cross-leg position. And that is all for today. You did wonderful. Namaste. And I definitely hope to see you back next week. Please, if you love this as much as I did, subscribe, share, comment, and I look forward to practicing with you again. Don't forget that if you are on a desktop, you can use your cell phone to scan this QR code to leave feedback, suggestions, requests, or if you're on your phone, you can find the link directly below to the survey. Thank you.